Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for July 21st to the 31st. We're going all the way. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's jump right in because there is a lot to cover. There's a lot of changes you're going to experience. So I just want to welcome you to the season finale of the most bonkers month of 2025. Let's just get that out of the way. This is it. This is I said it from the get-go, right? I said your July forecast. July's going to be bonkers. You've been going through some experiences, Aquarius, and yeah, you feel it. That electric charge. There's something in the air right now. You're really feeling it. You're adapting to a lot of changes. You're feeling really good. You will. There's a lot of great stuff happening for you. And you are moving into this new era. And yeah, to be honest, Aquarius, you look really good in it. You look the best. I love it on you. You've been purging a lot of things. Remember, you've had a lot of South Node activations. We're going to talk about that. There's still some to come, and that is your 8th house. And that's why it is like your life is really, really, really changing. You're getting rid of things that just don't serve you well anymore. And all of that is because of this rare once a lifetime trine that's the prism portal. You know, all the outer planets connecting with each other at those early degrees. First time in modern human history. So you got to be really excited about that because you're a part of it. You're a part of it. Pluto in your sign, right? Pluto is transformation. Uranus officially in Gemini. You're reinventing yourself. And then you've got at the apex Saturn conjuncting Neptune. In Aries, you're bringing structure to your visions. You're fiercely owning who you are. You are evolving spiritually on your path to enlightenment. You are embracing this pioneering spirit as a role model, a hero, a teacher, trailblazer, leader, hero, all of that, especially a teacher. A lot of you are becoming teachers. But either way, oh my goodness, it's next level, like Wonder Woman or Indiana Jones, Jane Eyre, doesn't matter. You create your reality, okay? And you're about to get a huge, huge spotlight. So I want you to get really excited, okay? Because we're moving into Leo season, and you're going to feel that because Leo is your opposite sign. But before we even get to that, look at what's happening on Monday, July 21st, right out the gate. Venus with the nodes, okay? So she's going to be squaring the nodes. And we call this the bending of the nodes of fate, right? This is happening at 19 degrees. What happened the day before on that Sunday? It was Mars conjuncting the South Node at 19 degrees. I've talked about that 19 degree point. So I know I dropped these forecasts a few days before the actual week begins. A lot of y'all are moving into it now. And so remember, the South Node is in Virgo. That rules your 8th house. So what does that mean for Aquarius? Well, the 8th house just happens to be the house of death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration. And you're really going through it now. Because remember, Pluto in Aquarius, right? Pluto's in your sign. Pluto is a native ruler of the 8th house. You got a lot of transformation that's happening through this summer. Yeah, well, for years. For 19 years, to be honest. Pluto will be in your sign for 19 years, but we're focusing on now. So this rare alignment, right, with Venus and the nodes, North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. Last time was 2006, 2007. Think about that time. What were some themes that came up regarding money? Big energy here. And Mars, remember, is like a laser. And so while he's lightsabering things away, right? It's your 8th house. It's death and rebirth. You're going through your rebirth. He's getting rid of that death part. The parts of you that you're just like, I don't want this on my new journey and my new era. Well, now Venus, Mars's lover, is part of this. And she's with the nodes of fate to bring something destined for you, especially in relationships. Especially in relationships. Oh my goodness. And money. Okay? Those are going to be the end creative projects and creativity. And honestly, I would not be surprised if you become famous or you feel famous too. We'll talk about that. But Venus, the planet of love and relationships just happens to be in Gemini in your 5th house of true love and romance and relationships and creative projects and having kids, procreation, recreation, okay? Creativity. What's the root of it? Create. Recreation, procreation, create. You got to create something right now. That's what Venus wants you to do. Venus is creativity, all right? And there's a big overlap with Leo season because what did I just say? You got Uranus here, your ruler in Gemini, but also Venus in your 5th house. Leo, that's his home. You're about to move into Leo season. So this is going to be amplified in a really big way. So what's happening here? Venus is looking you right in the eyes, and Venus is saying, what do you want for your destiny? What does your heart desire when it comes to creative projects, when it comes to love, relationships, kids, fun, pleasure, all of that? Are you vibrating at that high frequency on your karmic journey? Because this is a fated event. It's a karmic event. It's the nodes of fate, your destiny, your mission statement, your purpose. You're going to feel this play out all week. All right. And to be honest, you know Venus. Do you know what Venus does? She will be conjuncting the moon in Gemini today. The moon is very feminine. It's motherhood, nurturing. We know about women and the cycles of the moon. So when you do the math, it's in your 5th house of procreation. Just letting you know. All right. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now, and honestly, there could be some like grandchildren too. Anyway, 19 degrees. Yeah. Remember just remember that's out with the old, in with the new. 19 is the Libra degree. As I mentioned, that's Venus's ruler that really amplifies this harmony in relationships that you're seeking. You've got Mercury in Leo currently in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, and the sun is about to move there. So what's the biggest thing for Aquarius? Partnerships, relationships, marriage, contracts, legal matters, creative projects, self-expression, and recreation. Y'all are going to have fun. Y'all are going to have so much fun. I can't even believe the fun you're going to... yeah? If you're new to my channel, I'm an Aquarius. Now, here's what I want to draw your attention to because things are going to make a lot more sense when I tell you this. So... you're working with a different Venus, okay? Because if you recall that, we had another once a lifetime cosmic alignment at the end of March. Do you remember that? Okay. When we had about that, the 5-6 planet conjunction in Aries, it was going through Pisces, Aries, Pisces. That's when that wave began. And I told you from that point forward, you're going to be on this wave and you're going to see your life changing from that moment. And it was around that time, it was March 22nd, that Venus conjuncted the sun. So we had a Venus Cazimi in Aries. That was your 3rd house. You can go back to your March forecast to see the storyline that was playing out, because it's a synodic cycle. It's something that you're going through. And you now have Saturn and Neptune and Eris and Chiron and Ceres all here in your 3rd house. Okay? So the 3rd house is communication. It's storytelling. It's writing. It's creative writing. It's PR, advertising, marketing. It's selling things. It's launching businesses. It's being curious to do new things. It's travel. A lot of family energy too. So you've had Venus here, but remember, it was a Venus Cazimi. So she was reborn. She got a huge surge of energy. So, and in Aries, where it's that pioneering spirit, that go-getter energy. So she's very much like Laura Croft right now. Tomb Raider. She had a huge upgrade. Megan 2.0. But listen, this is your 3rd house. So you're being heard. And that's the thing. If you feel like you're not, you've got to bring that out. Remember, this is that Saturn-Neptune conjunction, that spiritual warrior, that hero that I'm talking about. You're going to see it start coming out if you haven't yet. All right. Now, also, don't forget April 21st to the 23rd. What happened then? You had Venus, Saturn, North Node conjuncting in Pisces. That was another cycle within a cycle. Look at your April forecast. to see what happened there. You're going through a lot of change. North Node in Pisces, your second house of self-worth and self-value. All right? Building that confidence. You're getting a platform. Yeah? And the other thing is there's a lot of things that y'all are doing online. Maybe starting businesses online. You're selling stuff. A lot of you are going to be selling stuff, but maybe even working in travel. But here's the thing. Remember, Pisces also rules finances. It's your second house. It's money. It's salary. It's income. So y'all have been going through, there's some changes. Okay? Venus is bringing more change. Venus rules money. Venus rules everything your heart desires. And remember, she's in Gemini in your fifth. So Uranus, your ruling planet, is there too for the first time in 84 years. This is exciting. It's you being explorative, experimenting, being curious. This is you having your breakthrough, going after what your heart desires. Go forth. And remember, with Mars here and the conjunction in your 8th house, that is so strong. So you are definitely going to feel something here, especially with finances, okay? Because the 8th house is shared resources, assets, it's investments, it's inheritance, it's bonuses, royalties, joint bank accounts, loans, taxes, all of that. So you got the 2 money houses really activated. Yeah? And remember the last thing about what's happening here as soon as you move into this month, let's see if I can get rid of that glare. There you go. Well, is the fact that Saturn is conjuncting Neptune, and that you've been experiencing, but now they're 13 minutes apart on July 19th. So remember how I said, where do you want to be by February 2026 when Saturn and Neptune conjunct at 0 degrees in Aries, the first time like we've ever experienced? Yeah. It's going to be a big moment. It's your birthday season. I'll leave this Saturn Neptune video at the end of this video if you haven't seen it, because it's your birthday season. There's a lot happening. Your life is changing. The North Node is moving into your sign next year, Aquarius. This is where you get a glimpse. This right now. You get a glimpse of what your life is going to be like in February, or you start working on where you want to be by February. Right now, okay? So, and remember, Saturn's retrograde, so a lot of this is like you thinking about the structure, building that bridge forward, inner wisdom, you having your awakening, but you're having a lot more fun. Now, here's the other thing, Juno. Yeah, she's going to be very active for the next 2 weeks, okay? We'll talk about it in the second spread, but you got so much career stuff. So, remember, Juno is in Scorpio, yeah? Your 10th house. That is career. That's career. That's fame. That's your reputation. It's your, public image as well. It's honors and achievements and social status. It's really big. Yeah. Because remember, Pluto's in your sign, but Pluto natively rules your 10th. So a lot of y'all are having a lot of big career moments, or will be. All right. And Juno's just seeking that fairness for you. All right. When it comes to relationships or marriage or contracts or commitments, because she will be trining the North Node too, and she'll be sexiling the South Node. So that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Y'all, Aquarius, things are looking good, okay? She will be squaring Mercury though. So that's the thing that makes it so interesting, because remember, Mercury is in Leo in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And that's what Juno is, because she's linked to Libra, the native ruler of the 7th house. So we'll talk about it in the second spread. Just know that there may be some loyalty being tested around this time. Now, cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your sister, your husband, your pet frog, the people that are going to feel this the most are the mutable signs, okay? Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. And if you know your birth chart, if you know your natal chart, if you have any planets between 17 to 21 degrees in any of those signs, you're at bat. Swing bat about. You're really going to feel that, all right? Now, just focus on what your heart desires, but just know there's going to be changes. Tuesday, July 22nd. Here we go. We move into Leo season. And this is going to be, to be honest, you're going to have so much fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The sun rules Leo. So the sun is at home in Leo, meaning for the next 4 weeks, you're going to feel this enormous rush of optimism and passion and courage and that fiery spirit and your creativity cranked up because Leo rules the domain of creativity. This is big. I mean, we're talking right brain, left hand, all of that. Yeah, this is really big. Now, why is this big? Because I just said you've got Uranus, even the moon, right? The moon's going to be in Gemini. You got Uranus and Venus. Yeah. Love, money, and breakthroughs. In Gemini in your 5th house. Pleasure, fun, true love, romance, soulmate, family, children, sex, procreation, creative projects. Okay? But now you've got the sun and Mercury in Leo that rules that 5th house. Okay? So there's that overlap there. But for you, rules your 7th house because Leo is your opposite sign. So the opposite. So it just brings in partnerships and relationships and marriage and contracts and agreements, legal matters. That's going to be the big highlight for you, and it's going to be fun. So what are the possibilities here? Whatever you want. It seems like there's going to be another person involved, but it also just seems like, hey, you could be, because so much creative energy, right? Juno's in the mix, right? The moon is actually going to be in Libra at the end of the month. I mean, are you writing a book? I mean, there you go. You get an agent. That's that partnership, right? There's just so much for you to look forward to, okay? And remember, the sun in Leo is a heart. And you've got this light inside you. You're going to feel it radiate. You're going to be radiating. This is high frequency. Remember, Mercury, the mind, is in Leo too. So you got this strong heart-mind coherence for the next 4 weeks. I love what's happening. You're going to feel very expressive and inspired and playful and loving. That's Leo energy, ambition, ambitious, tapping into your inner child in big ways here. Like there's something here that's going to make you so happy. And it is happy-go-lucky. That's the energy here. But it's also like living loud and proud and showing off your talents. As I said in your monthly forecast, this is Leo season where you got that spotlight. The stage is yours. Remember, you're not a backup dancer. You're not an extra in a, you're the Elijah Wood or the, I don't know, Mozart, Harry Styles. I'm trying to think of other Aquarians. Nick Carter, whoever you want, okay? Just remember that this is spotlight energy. And because the spotlight is on your 7th house, it looks like there may be 2 people involved here. It might be you and someone else, okay? It's like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Okay? Kermit and Miss Piggy. Anyway, this is just really big. And Leo energy, the reason why you're going to really vibe with this is because Sun in Leo, it's just this independent energy is part of the package, this sense of freedom. And so the fact that Uranus is in Gemini and Pluto is in your sign, that are reverberations of that, you're really going to feel that, okay? Saturn conjuncting Neptune and Aries. Oh, Aries is the ram. It's the I am. In your 3rd house, you're going to be vocal. You're going to have things to say. This is major hear me roar energy. This is huge because what the heck? You've got Uranus and Venus and Gemini in your 5th, and then the Sun and Mercury and Leo in your 7th, but that natively rules your 5th. So again, you have that overlap there in the 5th, and the 5th has a touch of fame to it. So there's something here for you, all right? Whether you're the actor or the director, you've got the stage, you've got the floor, you've got the mic, okay? You're going to feel this. Own this energy. This is big, all right? And yes, this is definitely like your consciousness expanding. That's part of this prism portal, all about the collective. That's you, Aquarius. Aquarius rules the collective, humanity. Okay? Mankind. That's Aquarius energy. And now that this is locked in, this prism portal, right? That as of July 7th, with Uranus moving to Gemini, you're going to see a lot more of the collective, but your focus is going to be on how can I contribute to the collective, all right? To humanity or my work or my family. It's still contributing to the collective. We're all part of it. I talked about this, like ants in a colony or bees. They all work together, all right? Now, the other thing is that you are definitely going to have, you're just going to have a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of fun. Okay. You're going to be signing things. You're going to be signing things and you're going to have a lot of fun. Just as I always say, don't live a little, live a lot. Okay. This is living large energy. Use it. Please have fun. And remember, the lower expressions of the sun in Leo can be overconfidence or ego, pride. As long as you know, those are lower expressions. Now, you see right off the bat, as we move into Leo season, the sun in Leo is going to sextile Uranus and Gemini at 1 degree. I'm going to give you a secret, by the way. I've told maybe one or two other signs, but this is really big for you. This aspect only happens twice a year, right? Okay. And this is the first time, the first Uranus aspect, planetary aspect, we're having with Uranus and Gemini. It's been 84 years. Nobody's experienced this, right? With the sun in Leo. So the fact that this is, oh my gosh, your 7th and your 5th, again, there's just something here that's really exciting. There's this, it's like a bolt of lightning. Remember, Uranus is your ruling planet. Like, you're really going to feel this. There's something here that can be really stimulating, and you're going to have a big breakthrough moment. Also, unexpected things that happen that's just really stimulating. It's fire and air. So this is a time where you will likely be thinking outside the box. You're going to be having your awakening. Remember Uranus, the great awakener, wakey. And you're definitely going to be feeling curious about doing something new, trying something new, especially when it comes to love and things that bring you pleasure and fun, recreation as well. So yeah, you could be, starting to play soccer. I don't know. You're just going to have fun. But the point is, try something different. Do something different. That's all you have to do. Uranus wants you to do something different. Shake things up, okay? So go out there and do things to expand your consciousness. That's all it is, okay? Try the fun cookies at your next Scrabble night. Okay? Go audition for Love Island. Do you, but just shake things up, because this is just getting out of your comfort zone. It's wonderful. It's a sextile. It's amazing. I absolutely love this. Most importantly, do something that's going to bring you recognition. It's Leo energy. It's that fame energy. And it's a huge window of opportunity. Again, huge. And something that can be long lasting, because the sun will be trining Saturn, who's all about long-term goals and commitments. It's in your 3rd house of agreements and writing projects and contract. There's a lot happening for you here. That's just really amazing. And it could be you becoming an authority, learning, teaching as well. Again, maybe starting a website, something with social media looks really big for you. Okay. Now, the other thing is that, Sedna, don't forget, I'm going to do a video in Sedna. She's here. It's been 12,000 years, since she's been in Gemini. So she's with Uranus, your ruler right now. They're together. They're leading this brigade. She's one of the reasons why, the world is changing. Earth is changing. Consciousness is changing. This is big. But again, we'll talk about later. I want to tell you one thing here. All right. So, and listen, I'm just going to tell you that. So you've got this aspect where you've got the sun in Leo, sextile Uranus and Gemini. So Uranus and Gemini is their 5th house, right? 5th house is also a lottery, casino. It's recreation, right? And remember, you've Uranus and Gemini is in your 5th, but you have the sun in Leo sextiling it, and the sun in Leo, actually Leo, remember, is the native ruler of the 5th. Uranus is surprises, and it's in your money house of scratch off tickets. I'm not telling you to, I'm just saying if you were to buy one this month, this would be the day. That's all I'm saying. When you have the Sun sextile Uranus, but the fact that you have it in your 5th house of scratch off tickets, just saying, I'm just putting it out there. All right. I'm not telling you to. I'm just saying that's a thing. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Y'all are going to feel this aspect the most. And if you know your birth chart, your natal chart, if you have any planets 0 to 3 degrees and any of those signs, you're really going to feel this. Okay. In a big way. Now, Wednesday, the 23rd, that's when we have Venus square Mars in Virgo. So I want you to really pay attention to this one, okay? You're going to feel it days before, days after. It's really strong. I don't mind it. But the reason why I don't mind it is it makes you do something. You're going to, there's this tension when you got the two cosmic lovebirds just not seeing eye to eye, all right? They're in a dramatic, okay? This is likely going to, for some of y'all, okay? I'm not saying for all y'all, maybe there's going to be a breakup here because you got Venus in Gemini with Uranus, by the way, in your 5th house of true love and romance. And you have Mars in Virgo in your 8th house of relationship building. So there may be, if not a breakup, there may be something here where it's a little bit of a shakeup. There may be something here where it's, by the way, please don't go on a first date when Venus is square Mars. This is the day you want to avoid. The reason why I like it, because Venus and Mars, they're in Mercury-ruled signs, right? And Mercury, Hermes, he is a little bit restless because there is that tension that's building. So, you've got to find ways to release that tension around this time. And remember, Mars is physicality, all right? And he's in your 8th house. So this is actually a great aspect if you use it right, all right? It's very social, it's arousing, it's passionate, and it can be fun with, if not in a romantic sense, like creative partners or colleagues bouncing ideas off each other playfully, maybe even like some competition, friendly competition, like a, leapfrog, whatever it is. Mercury, remember, is restless and he's retrograde and he's in Leo and he can have that the ego and that pride. And Mercury just happens to be in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. He wants to say some things. He's got some things on his mind. So, please be mindful because out of all the signs, you're going to feel this. You're going to feel this. And if you're in a relationship, you're going to feel this because it's hitting your 5th house of true love and romance, your 8th house of relationship building, and your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Now, what did I say earlier? There's that restlessness. You can use it. There's a lot of passion. You just happen to have Mars in Virgo in your 8th house, which has to do with sex, and Venus, which is sex, in Gemini, and so is Mars. Venus in Gemini in your 5th house of sex as well. I'm just saying that is a big thing that might come up around this time. It's very hot and cold though. That's just you got to handle this well. Venus is very like FAFO, but like in a flirty way. I mean, it's just heated passion here. But Mars in Virgo can be overly critical, nitpicky, so you just have to be mindful. There's got to be some words, all right, with Mercury in the mix, okay? Just be responsive, not reactive. You're going to be fine. Don't flip any tables. Everything has ripple effects. You know that. You're on a karmic journey. It's a lot of mutable energy, so there may be some change that happens here, okay? Now, the other thing is that, June, and again, Juno's in the mix. So what I was going to say is that Who's going to feel this aspect the most? It's going to be the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and the fixed signs. That would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and you. If you have any planets 19 to 23 degrees, pretty much any of those signs, you're going to really feel it. All right. And again, if you're not here for love or romance, it can be like business partners, like really talking things through. Okay. Now, or creative partners. Now, Thursday the 24th. Now we have the new moon in Leo. So this is at 2 degrees, 3:11 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. So please convert that to wherever you live in the world. That's like New York City time. And I say that because remember, it's a new moon. So you want to set intentions, you want to plant seeds, and you want to do it at the time of the new moon, 3:11 p.m. my time, okay? Anytime that time or after, it's not a full moon. It's very different from a full moon, okay? So you want to do it like when you have that portal open. Now, this new moon is bonkers, okay? It's all about love and romance and creativity. Children, your inner child, it's sextile Uranus. This is the first new moon that we get to experience, okay? That's sextile Uranus and Gemini, first time, again, 84 years. No one's had a new moon like this. None of us has experienced this. So what does that mean? You can expect some surprises, some breakthroughs, maybe even epiphanies. This is in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and contracts and marriage, okay? So yeah, it could even be surprise proposals, things like that. All right. And it's just, there's an element here asking you to just, again, step out of your comfort zone, just have fun. This is a spotlight that's going to last. Now, one of the reasons why, and I really want you to pay attention to this part. Okay. So the prison portal, remember you're going to feel it strongly over the summer. And I've said that, right? The 4 planets that are all connecting, you're feeling that energy. Remember, Mercury is going to be in Leo all summer too. Yeah. So you add Mercury on top of that. And so the reason why I keep saying this is, where do you want to be by February 2026? I've been saying this week after week for a reason. I've been making sure that this connects. I've been dropping even like little Easter eggs. Okay. Now, it's not only because February 2026 is when we have the Saturn-Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees in Aries, the world access the Great Reset, but this new moon in Leo, the corresponding full moon will be in February 2026. So when I say this new moon is really, really, really important, please pay attention. Please plant seeds. It's powerful. It's pivotal, and it carries you for 6 months. Yeah. You're still on that way. This is another cycle within a cycle within a cycle. And please take action all summer long for where you want to be by February 2026, especially with this new moon. Okay. That's it. And there is, up until September 1st, there is a deadline. And that's because Saturn will go back into Pisces and everything changes. So you want to do it all before September 1st. Now, I talk more about what you can expect next year, again, in that Saturn-Neptune video, but in the August astrology overview live stream I did, I'm not going to talk about it here. There's a lot, okay? Actually, some stuff that I didn't even talk about in the Saturn-Neptune video, but there's a lot. Remember, that's your birthday season, February 2026, when a lot of these things are happening. And then I talk about even early January, what's happening. So just the fact the North Node is moving into your sign, Aquarius, next year, just that alone, that should give you some idea that your life is changing for the next few years. I said 2025 to 2027, the most pivotal years of this decade, especially for you. Okay? Now, this new moon, you got the Sun trine Saturn, Sun trine Neptune, Pluto trine Uranus, Saturn and Neptune, sextile Uranus. I mean, there's a lot happening. This is a loaded new moon. They're all connecting between 1 to 3 degrees of new beginnings. On a new moon, that's all about new beginnings. You're leaving the old world, out with the old, in with the new. This new moon really matters, okay? It really matters. Again, in your 7th house, partnerships, relationships, legal matters, contracts, marriage, All right. It's at 2 degrees, by the way, this new moon. It's just, that's really grounded energy. So that's perfect. It's beautiful. It's really like when you set intentions, there's this practical energy, things like fertile soil. Okay. So I really love this new moon. It's there's a lot of like comfort that you're seeking with this. And again, the fact that it's going to be trining Saturn, which is such a favorable, it's so great because again, that's even like building you that bridge for something long lasting. I mean, the seventh house, you have a new moon in Leo in your seventh house of commitments. So something big is happening for you, Aquarius. And yeah, again, like I said, a lot of you are becoming authorities as well. You know? All right. And then you got the Sun and Moon trine Neptune. That's amazing. That's very transcendent. It's very visionary, very like enchanting. I love it. It's like next level imagination. You already have your fifth house of creativity lit in this huge way. Use this. It's very soulful. It's what divination is. Remember, Neptune, vision, visualize, visionary, vision boards. Yeah. Dreams as well. So I honestly, I love everything that's happening for you. Like you're going to be like the poet. People are going to be listening to you. I love what's happening for you. So just remember a lot of grounded energy with this new moon, which is very nice. Okay. Practical do some earthing, connect with Mother Nature, connect with the ether, put crystals in your water, really embrace this new moon. Okay. Because Aquarius, it will be opposite Pluto in your sign. So, what does that even mean? Well, there's an intensity to that, especially emotionally. Okay? Coming after the South Node activations with Venus and Mars and Virgo in your eighth house. Okay? So, here's the thing, just be mindful of what I said with ego and pride. That's it. Okay? That's it. There may be some power struggles. That's what this aspect brings out of people. Jealousy, moodiness. Don't get distracted. All right? Don't let anyone take your power. I say that all the time. This is one of the best new moons for you. Stay true to your authentic self. All right. Should anything happen, I'm not saying, I mean, just saying that's an aspect that's happening. And so all of that is possible. Okay. So again, the fact that it's happening in your seventh house, it could be your partner. It could be your business partner. It could be, Pluto natively, again, rules your 10th. It could be your boss. It could be, there's just maybe someone you don't see eye to eye with, and you got to play it cool. All right. Don't let them take away from this new moon. All right. Be your authentic self. Know thyself. Socrates. So really love it. And here's the other thing. Yes, a lot of I got in your comments about, Mercury's retrograde. And yeah, it's a new moon. So that's fine. Don't let Mercury retrograde stop you from your pursuits, creative, romantic, whatever it is. Okay. Career, whatever it is. All right. If you need to sign something, it's suggested you wait until August 11th. Okay. And the reason why, especially for you, Aquarius, is because right at that time, not only will Mercury go direct, Venus will conjunct Jupiter. And it's amazing. That's when you want to sign something. You got that conjunction. It's insane. The two benefic planets. Now, another reason why is because it's happening. That date is right at the time of the full moon in your sign. So again, you can put wheels in motion, but if you have to sign something, you absolutely have to sign something this week. It's a heavily karmic weeks. Yeah. I've talked about divine timing. So just know there may be some changes for whatever you're signing. Whatever it is, it still gets you where you need to go, but there may be a detour along the way. That's all it is. All right. So I'm letting you know that. Now, who's going to feel the new moon the most? Well, it'll be fixed signs. It'll be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and you. And I'm throwing in Sagittarius, Aries, that completes the fire signs, and Gemini and Virgo. Okay? If you have planets 0 to 4 degrees in any of those signs, you're really going to feel it. Now, the other thing for you, Aquarius, there is going to be, I'm just going to let you know real quickly, and we'll talk about this more in the second spread. Saturday. Till Saturday the 26th to Monday the 28th. You're going to have the moon in Virgo. So the moon will conjunct the South Node. That's fine. But just remember, again, it's in your 8th house. There may be something here with partnerships and relationships and your personal transformation. So there may be a little bit of like, okay, I'm going to let this go too. Yeah. Now, the other thing is that you may really think about it just like, you may sign something around the end of the month, okay? Because the moon will be in Libra, and we do have this amazing air trine with the moon in your sign, Uranus in Gemini, Pluto in your sign. This is amazing. But it's in your 9th, so there could be something here with the quartz, with Mercury, the messenger in your 7th. So some of y'all may be getting married around this time. But anyway, Venus is going to move into Cancer Wednesday the 30th. We'll talk about that next week when I do your monthly August. All right. That's great. It's sensual. It's heart-based. It's lovely. It's beautiful. All right. It's in your 6th. And then Thursday, the 31st, that's when we have the Mercury Cazimi. I like this for you. It's not like a perfect Cazimi, but we're halfway through the Mercury retrograde. And there is, just like that Venus Cazimi, Mercury Cazimi, we have it a couple times a year, a refresh of the mind. You have this huge moment of clarity, light bulb moment, reset in logic, intellect, even like ego check can be possible here with Mercury in Leo. But definitely something about partnerships, relationships, and contracts. All right? It's in Leo. And the other thing for you is that, well, just think a lot of things from the first 2 weeks of July that may have been a little bit like, what? Might make sense now. Okay. And I just want to remind you, Pluto is in your sign and natively rules your 10th house. Okay. Because Pluto is a ruler for Scorpio. And there's a lot of fixed energy, as you can see. The moon will be in Scorpio this day on the 31st. So maybe something here with career. All right. So let's get started. There's a lot happening for you. And yeah, secrets and revelations, all of that. All right. Coming to the surface. Let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius, for July 21st. Oh, to the 31st, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You got a bonus card. You got a card that was like, I really need to tell Aquarius this. This is a big message for them. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Let's put this over here. Did that happen last time? I don't even remember. Aquarius. What was I saying? I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. And I love y'all. Team Aquarius. We're in this together. I love what's happening. And I want you to get really excited. Leo season is fun. Yeah, I want you to have fun. Okay. And yeah, we'll talk about the 8/8 portal, August 8th. Anyway, y'all are amazing. Let's get to it. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I am gonna do something special for you. I don't even. You get more than okay. You're good. I can't even find. Okay, here. I'll give you. You're going to get that guy. I don't know his name. From Ted Lasso. And then I'll give you, is that Wayne or Garth? You get Wayne or Garth. You're good. This is amazing. Yeah, I am part of a sticker club. Oh my gosh. I don't even like, okay. I don't even, okay. I'm gonna, you want to take a picture or something? Like, take a screenshot? Come on. What is happening here? You got the King of Cups. Amazing. You're good already. You're moving into this month. It's almost like you intuitively know there's gonna be like, okay, I feel that there's gonna be some things where I know to be, emotionally in charge, really in touch with, my emotional side, but also like emotional intelligence and my intuitive side. And I know that I'm gonna have to be the rock for other people, but I have to be strong emotionally for some circumstances that are happening. It's almost like that. Okay. Again, remember, people are seeing you as like this leader, and it can be even in a relationship. It can be even career-wise relationship. But yeah, I really love this. There's a sense of like just again all this Leo energy, Sun in Leo, heart-based living. He leads with his heart. That's why he is the King of Cups. Okay, amazing. Knight of Pentacles. I don't even know what to say. Like, you see that you only got one pip card, by the way, and a good one. So the Knight of Pentacles and the heart of your spread. So yeah, there's something here that, yeah, long lasting, long term, in it to win it. You've planted seeds. You're planting seeds. You can't wait to see it grow. But this is like not, it's not Chia Pet, right? It's like long lasting, right? So that's the Knight of Pentacles, and he's Virgo. Why is that a big deal? Because remember, Virgo rules your 8th house. Okay? That's relationship building. That's wealth building. In it to win it energy. Like, I don't even. Remember, you have all those 8th house activations. You're good. You're good. And fated. And this is the biggest field in tarot. And you see the oak tree all the way in the back. And you see the oak leaves in his helmet. And even in the horses thing. Yeah, he's connected to his future, his long-term future. Like, you're good. You're really good. There's something that you're building and it's long-lasting. Now, Queen of Pentacles in your challenge area, just be mindful. Remember, I said there may be something here with money where you're not seeing eye to eye. There may be some conversations. There's just something here, okay? Queen of Pentacles, she does have the energy of Ceres too. And so have that confidence, okay? Have that confidence in terms of like finances, building out your future, that stability. Remember, Pentacles, it's not just money and wealth, it's your physical world. So it can be a relationship too. She is very like Ceres, nurturing, that motherly energy that, it's maternal. It's very nice. The other thing is, excuse me, there really is something here where it's almost like you could be a little bit rebellious about something, right? Because, the knights work for the queens, and the knights are all on a mission, and you see the queen is crossed here. So just keep that in mind. There may be some, again, you do have Pluto activated in ways that everything I just talked about earlier. So just make sure that you're on the same page. There may be some wrinkles being, that need to be smoothed out. And so there's something about how do I say this? It's almost like there is something happening behind the scenes for you too, and just keep that in mind, because there's also something that may be happening like it's almost like you already know. And that's the thing, is like there's this intuitive energy. You may already know. It's like you're waiting for an answer about something. Okay, you're like alone, or just something that has, a home, or there's something that you're waiting for an answer for, and that just, I don't know, there may be a delay, or maybe not the answer that you receive. But remember, Mercury is retrograde. Things change when Mercury goes direct. All right, now 6 of Wands and your crown. This card is attributed to, it's a Leo card, first of all, but Jupiter in Leo. So this is amazing. This is rising above. This is eminence. This is that fame I was talking about. Look at him being celebrated by everyone. This is a procession. So this is success and victory and being recognized. And you want it, and you feel it, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. This is amazing. I love this. There's that breakthrough. Page of Wands. The root of your spread, that's fiery. You know, ones have the energy of like fire, right? And so there's that fiery spirit I was talking about. Leo season, that passion, really having that imagination. Really, look at him. Look at him in that desert landscape. The reason, look at that. Okay, so look at the wand, right? Look at the leaves spreading from that wand. He can turn this entire desert landscape into this lush, verdant garden of his passions. You can do, that's what you're doing. There's something brand new. It's a page. Yeah. Something really big here. Creativity, wands, big ambitions, a lot of work, related matters, and a lot of y'all are changing jobs too, by the way, or already have, but yeah. So really nice. Could be like even something creative that you're working on, but you're in it to win it. There's something here that just, you got the star in your future. It's your card. It's the Aquarius card. You see the water bear here. And remember, I talked about that independence, that freedom, that freeness. Again, look at that. Free to express yourself, creative expression. There's healing here, wisdom. You've learned a lot through your journey here. Yep. I love this. The stars aligning for you. And you see it's card 17. 1 + 7 = 8. You see there's 8 stars. They're all 8 pointed, referencing the strength card, which is Leo. This is amazing. I love this. And then again, I feel like this star came up recently, but even the fact that the water bear here is pouring onto the land, it's showing that growth, that like everything's growing in your world, everything that you want. There's so much wisdom here. There's so much knowledge. There's so, again, you're good. You're absolutely good. And the collective, yeah. A lot of like humanity exists in this card. I won't go into it too much, but you're just moving in this direction that you need to go. Everything's all aligning for you. Remember, it's a very fated karmic time for you. This is all your hopes and dreams manifest. Like, you're good. You're good. I can't. Let's get, okay. Yeah. Aquarius, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, share, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. That 8th house, Mars on the south node in Virgo, that's big. Venus is there too, squaring the nodes. That's big. There's something just faded. There's something faded. So I don't want you to see it as like, you know, because again, there may be some breakups and things like that. You look at what look at. Okay. So anyway, you know, love you. All right. So, oh my gosh. Okay. So I really want to do something for you. I want to like do like a little trick, or I don't know. Maybe I'll just give you another sticker. I'll give you, I don't know. Is that Spock? I'll give you Spock. I want to do something. I'll give you. I want to do something special. Look at this. Oh my gosh. What is going on? You're really, really. This is legendary. This is legacy. Whoa. Again. Only one. Like, this is how significant July's going to be. And I even told you that from the beginning. Like, you're got, like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Queen of Cups. Yep. There you go. You got the pair. Amazing. Kings, their energies are more external. They're more public facing. They're more, you know what I mean? Like, that's, they're, and this is more intimate, more, but it's still like, you got the pair. You got the pair. There's something emotionally fulfilling here for you. And that could be the driving force as well. All right. So I really love this. I absolutely love this. Cups are emotions and love. You got so much love activated. All right. Love, that heart energy. Oh my gosh. Intuition off the charts. All of that. Page of Swords. Even the fact that you've got the South Node activated in your 8th house. There's, you know, that's deep. Okay. Page of Swords. Yeah. There's a big message coming through. It's in your external factors area. All right. Pages are messengers. Swords are communication, messages. And this is absolutely amazing. You may also be doing something with someone, something new, all this fresh new energy, brainstorming together. doing something together. Just there's this enthusiasm. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there definitely is someone in the picture. It's almost like you're in it to win it together. And again, that's just what's happening for you anyway with all this like partnership energy. Definitely seeing things in new ways too. There could be someone that's really motivating you to see something, try something different. But it's just this new, fresh way of thinking. And it's like sponge energy. Yeah. It's just like partnership is going to be a thing. And the sun, yeah, you're good. The biggest yes in tarot, this is optimism. It's opportunities. It's, even this rebirth. No, I can't even. Remember, the sun is in Leo. It's a fun time for you. I want you to have fun. Speaking of, look, you got the only three people. I don't know why I'm whispering. Well, you see, you got the world in your final outcome. Like, your life is changing. You got the only three people in all of tarot who are not wearing any. Okay? Well, there's two other cards, so you got 3 out of 5. But that's a big deal because you're free. You're free. Free to express yourself. Nothing's holding you back. Nothing's bearing down on you. You're free. This is amazing. And that's you, Aquarius. You love your freedom. And so there is a sense of like rebirth here. Even with the sun, by the way, it is card 19. 1 + 9 = 10. All these 19-degree activations. 1 + 9 = 10. New beginning. It's like a rebirth. And then you even see in the wisdom child's head the red feather. Yeah. The one that the fool is wearing. So there's a new choice. So it's like this rebirth. Inner child. Yeah. And then the world in your final outcome. I mean, you're good. You're good. You are definitely reaching the end of a very long journey. You've learned a lot. I mean, that's the world. It's the end of the major arcana. And throughout the major arcana, there's like you've gone through ups and downs and polarities and duality, all of that. And this is the merging of it all. You made it. You're good. You got you see the 4 fixed signs in the corners of the world here, offering that stability into there's this. And speaking of the Fool, by the way, the wreath, okay, shaped as a 0. Referencing the Fool, because what comes after this, the Fool, card 0. So there's something here for the long term. And the fact that what I was saying about that stability, the world is attributed to the planet Saturn. And remember, all about the long term. He's in it long term. Your hopes, wishes, future dreams, right there. I don't even know what to say. It's almost like I don't even like I'm already like processing what is the title that I leave for this, like anyway, okay, this is you're good, you're on your way. I don't even know. Oh, let's see. You want to see what is this card? What's the card that fell out? Very curious. Oh my gosh. Don't even mess with me. How psychic are you, Aquarius? What do you think this card is? I told you, I said it from the beginning, that spiritual leader, that, that it's inside you. It's coming out now. It's coming out. This is the divine. He's actually like a bridge maker too. The Hierophant. Oh yeah. The connector between the divine, our physical world here. Oh my goodness. I don't even I'm like, oh my, I can't. So he's a big leader. He's a huge leader. People follow him. He's the first card in the major arcana where other people actually appear. You can't lead if there's no one to lead. He's got the keys, all of that. He's between the 2 gray columns, gray and tarot, wisdom. You heard about the Solomon's temple, right? The wisdom of Solomon. That's where these columns are from. You got things to say. I said people are going to listen to you. This is huge because you feel it, that divine energy. Like, oh my gosh. This is just water, by the way. Anyway, I don't even I'm like speechless. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go. And it's like, oh, I see it's getting dark. Okay, so Aquarius, Thanks so much. Oh, and the second spread. Now I'm really curious. We're going to do, for tier 3 members, bonus spread. Well, we're going to talk about some things. I got some things to tell you about asteroids, planetoids, lunations, things that we normally talk about, but we're going to do a spread just on the new moon, okay? I'm going to isolate that, see what's going on there. And next week, we'll do August. And again, August, there's so much happening. Look at the August astrology overview live stream that I did. That one's big. I mean, come on. You have a full moon in your sign. But there's a lot that's happening in August. That's a little bit. There's a lot. Aquarius, y'all are amazing. Oh my gosh. This is one of the rarest spreads because even the pip card is one of the best pip cards. It's recognition. It's eminent. It's rising above. You're there. You're ready. This is, like I said, your stage. You're good. You're good. I can't. You got a lot happening. I'm very excited for you, Aquarius. Okay. Thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.